brief opening statement, and we'll go into questions.
Obviously, that was a game that we didn't think the outcome was going to be like that, but it was a tough game. Tennessee is showing why they're number 5 in the country for a reason. A very tough physical team, and we didn't come and do some things that we talked about doing today. So it was a little disappointing, and not necessarily the loss, because I can take a loss, but I don't think that Tennessee is 37 points better than us. But once again, it's a learning experience, and we'll learn from it, so it's okay. Yes, sir.
Coach, what did you see went wrong there towards the end of the first half when Tennessee went on that big run, I guess, over the final 8 minutes or so?
We had a play that, if you see on film, two of our guys started arguing with each other about a play where I think Ziegler got the ball, stole the ball, and went down, for a layup or whatever the case was. We took it from Jamari, and it was a miscommunication on an inbounds play. And from that argument, we started fragmenting a little bit. And the thing that I tell the guys is that honestly, this is probably the last game that we're going to be the underdog in. Because once we get the conference play, we're like the favorite every game. To be totally honest with you. So, but sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves to try to be the hero and win these games, and do too much. So now the testosterone started going, and we just fragmented. Honestly, from that possession on, we fragmented for the rest of the half, and you can watch the film on that. That was a bad possession that not only led to a turnover, but led to some fragmentation.
I imagine when y'all play, power conference teams or bigger conference teams, so-called bigger conferences, some of the big men can cause problems in some ways. But Ziegler seems like the way he plays, it just causes people lots of problems. What was it like for your guys to kind of go against him? What do you hope they take away from that?
Yeah, because you look at like you said, the thing that we're blessed with as a smaller team, we do have some size. So the big guys really didn't hurt us too much. It was Ziegler. Ziegler really did, and Ziegler made more threes than we honestly thought he game planned for him to make. But he caused so much havoc, and for a little guy to be effective, you have to cause some havoc, and you have to be tough as nails. And I think he exudes both of those qualities for Tennessee. So he showed it, with the 4 steals that he had, and his physicality. Even as a little guy, his physicality is top notch.
Did you like your team's competitiveness through the second half? And do you have an update on De'Ani Darden after the ankle?
They took an X-ray. They said nothing's broke. They said just something like a heavy sprain at the top of the foot or something. So thank God for that. Hopefully he can play this Saturday. Because we do go into conference play, and we need him to be able to play. But if he can, he can. We'll try to get him better throughout the rest of the season. But yeah, that's the update on him. What was the second?
Just competitiveness, second half.
Second half. The second half was more of like what we thought the game would be like, to be honest with you. We didn't, there's nothing in our game plan that said that we were going to come in here and lose about 37 points. The only thing that I told the guys that we could try to equate this to is that when I was coaching in 2012, I was assistant coach when we beat Missouri. And earlier that year, we lost to Marquette by 31. They were number 5 in the country. And we also lost to a D2 that year, too. They were by 12 points, Elizabeth City State. But we learned from those games, and then when we got to the NCAA tournament, we were able to pull, one of the biggest upsets of all time against beating Missouri. So hopefully we can learn from this game, learn the physicality, because we get into the NCAA tournament, face it, we're going to play a Tennessee type team, right? So you got to learn from the mistakes. And for us, a lot of times, we were crying to the officials, and it was already a guaranteed game. We already, it's no secret what's happening out there. So we got to learn from that and move forward going, as the season goes on.
Questions? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.